Good morning. Welcome to Zen Fits or Strange Conceits. Well, it's Sunday morning and I've already been writing my sermon. So I thought I'd just jump right in here and start riffing it. So I started out writing this morning on the toxic Eucharist. The toxic Eucharist. And this evolved into a meditation. Just to digress a minute, when I say meditation in this way, when you take a single idea and you meditate on it, you water the idea with not knowing what the idea is going to tell you, and you let the idea, reveal itself to you like a flower opening. You meditate on this seed of an idea, and you let it expand and grow and reveal itself in unexpected ways. And that's the way I meditate or write on Facebook. I get an idea, I just meditate on it. That means I don't try to influence it. I don't try to shape it into some teaching or some great idea that I just let the idea reveal itself, and I let my fingers do the exploring. So anyway, the idea we're exploring today started out as the toxic Eucharist, which was a understanding of why evangelical Christians and Trump are so married. And let me see how to get into it, because it was. I'll post this all under my talk because it was rather long, but it was very interesting to me and a few other readers. But the idea here we're working with is that we feel constrained when we feel constrained by a bottle, a parent, a big brother, some other, some force, and we're kind of like a meme, saying, oh, we feel this wall, we feel this glass wall. We're trapped inside of a glass bottle. We want to break out. So we feel we're trapped inside of some bottle. Society, government, liberalism, republicanism, whatever, secularism, paganism, communism, all these bottles, these forces, insidious, satanic thing trying to contain me, you see. And this really starts in adolescence. The parent is a container. And our first break in the bottle is maybe the terrible twos. No. Eat your broccoli. No. Come with us. No. I'm not going to do it. We're trying to, we feel the bottle right there, the parental bottle. And childhood is all about breaking out of that bottle, or, okay, I'll be good. Being good in the bottle or breaking out. Two choices. You either accept the bottle and you say, I'm going to be good, or I'm going to break out. And adolescence is all about breaking out of that bottle. Getting away from parental control, getting away from the parental I, you see. But then Freud says, well, the superego is when you internalize the bottle, and no matter where you go, you feel the bottle looking at you. Oh, God's looking at me. I better not do that. So we find secret places where we can break out. Nobody will know. Secret smoker. Whatever. We find a secret place where we can break out of the bottle. Be bad, you see. So being bad is breaking out of the bottle. Breaking bad. Remember that? Breaking out of the bottle. Vikings, they broke out of the bottle. The wild one, the bikers, they break out of the bottle. They're wild and free. They live outside. Beyond the pale means living outside of the bottle. You see. So Christians, good Christians, want and desire and long for God, and they feel constrained. They feel constrained. Who's keeping me from God? Who's keeping me and God apart? Who's making me feel closed in and trapped, you see. Oh, it's society, secular society, humanism, Greek philosophy, pagans, you see. That's keeping me hemmed in. That's keeping God trapped in a box. So we want to break out, you see. So this movement in Christianity is very old. It comes and goes. Breaking out of the Roman Empire. Breaking out of whatever, you know. So the whole, you know, I study mythology and history basically through my study of Joseph Campbell. So I have a mythological eye. And the Catholic Church became a big bottle that contained the European spirit, that contained the pagan spirit. The pagan spirit, pagan mythology, in the Celts, in the Irish, in the Germanic mythology, is all about the freedom of the individual and the aliveness of nature. And the church came in and made a bottle and closed it in, kept it pushed down, pushed the woman down. Anyone tries to break out, push it down, keep it in the bottle, you see. So I'm trying to point out and work around this idea that we all feel the bottle and we all want to break out of the bottle. So what we do is, not being able or ready or even know that we can break out of the bottle on your own, we get into a group that's going to break out the bottle. A sect, a cult, a movement, a political movement, a cause, a fashion. Wearing a tattoo was originally breaking out of the bottle, and only sailors and bikers wore tattoos, and then you get in prison, you wear a tattoo. Now everybody's got a tattoo. You see, so it's lost it's no longer about breaking out of the bottle. It's about belonging to a group, a fashion that says I broke out of the bottle. You see, it's another bottle. So the point is, one of my favorite little metaphorical toys is the Russian nesting dolls, where you open it up and there's another doll, and so it says dolls within a doll, bottles within a bottle. So the irony is that we want to break out of the parental bottle by forming another bottle that we can't see, and we're kind of like a Greek phalanx, you know, going against it, breaking the bottle, breaking the parental rules, being outside the law, being on Fifth Avenue and shooting somebody and nobody arresting you, living on Epstein's Island, right? Being outside of the law, being outside of criminal prosecution, being a president outside of the law, above the law, untouched by the law. You see? So this whole idea of breaking out of the bottle is being free from the law. The law is the bottle, the parent. Oh, don't do that. Wear a mask. I'm not going to wear a mask. I'm going to break out. You see? It's all everywhere. Everybody's trying to break out of a bottle by being in a movement that is another bottle. It's like a bottle trying to break out of a bottle. But the catch-22 is, when you get stuck in that kind of a bottle, you get in a bottle to break out of another bottle, and you don't see the bottle you're in. You say, I'm outside of the bottle. There's the bottle. We're going to break it. We're going to break that bottle, that parent, and be free, like Huck Finn, on the river, free, smoking his pipe, satisfied, free. You see, so there's all this, you have to see this in a larger framework here. You know, even Buddhism is breaking out of the bottle. All of our spiritual paths, all of our yoga, Vedanta, New Age, non-duality, Buddhism, Zen, all of that is breaking out of the bottle. But we join a philosophy, or we get into a non-dual movement, or we get into an amen club that's breaking out of the bottle, but we don't see the shape of the bottle we're in because glass is invisible. So anyway, you get the idea here. So Trumpism and evangelicalism fit together like that because both want to and declare that they are breaking out of the bottle. Trump sold himself as being the one who was outside of the bottle. And liberalism, Democrats, communism or whatever, they're all associated now. But liberalism, the Democrats, is a bottle. The government is a bottle. See, I'm out of the bottle, I'm free. So join with me and we'll create a bottle that's free from the bottle. You see. So just like an adolescent who is breaking out, or the 2-year-old who's breaking away from the parental bottle, whatever the parental bottle says, the breakout bottle says no. You demonstrate your breakout by saying no to the bottle, the bigger bottle. So whatever the bigger bottle says, wear a mask, wear seat belts, don't drink and drive. You know, all those sane rules to keep you from breaking yourself, you see. If you're in a breakout bottle, you're going to say no. I'm not going to wear a mask. I'm free. You see, so the catch-22 is that we demonstrate our freedom by being trapped in another bottle. Anyway, so you can see the idea of the bottle in a bottle, and we see the other bottle, but we don't see the bottle we're in. And that's because when you're in a bottle, to break out of another bottle, you give up your discernment, your ability to see the bottle you're in. You can only see the other bottle because it's the other bottle, the womb, that makes you a bottle within a bottle. So the fetus can't see. The fetus can feel the womb. Oh, wait a minute, where am I? I'm in this little bottle. See? So it gets born out of it, you see. But when we get into society, it's the rare individual who breaks out of society on his own. We all do it in a group. We all do it in a movement, a gang, a tribe. Who does it alone, you see? Very few people. Very few people. It takes a long time of practice, dedication, and yearning to break out of the bottle on your own. We do it in spurts. But anyway, I digress. So the point is that I'm trying to share with you is just this image of the bottle within the bottle. And the breakout bottle is inside a bigger bottle, and it exists under the belief that it's outside of the other bottle, but it's inside. So it's always trying to say no or break out of the bottle. And the very breaking out of the bottle creates another bottle. You see. Which is contrary to its own interest. So you know, that's why I'm not going to wear a mask. Demonstrates your freedom, but at the same time, you catch COVID. You see. And I'm going to vote Republican and live in poverty, but I'm free. See, I'm not going to vote for the policies that help me economically, but I'm free. You see. So this yearning to be free from this bottle, and we never really see the real bottle that we're in because the groups we're in, the politics, the religion, names the bottle out there. Oh, it's liberalism, it's communism, it's Black Lives Matter. That's a bottle trying to take away my rights, you see. Or it's racism, or it's whatever we name it, you see. We name the bottle, and then we break out by not being the bottle, you see. So it's a war against bottles. Anyway, so I've been kind of like meditating and working with this idea. Well, let's see, there's a lot of other threads I can go on, but I think I'll stop with that. The bottle within a bottle. And the toxic Eucharist of this having to believe, see, the bottle that you're in, that you use to break out of the big old bottle, we could say is like the body of Christ. You know, this is the living body that I'm in. My group is a living body. The other group, the bigger bottle, you see, is kind of like dead. They're zombies, walking dead. But my group, we're alive, you see. So there's a certain rapture, there's a certain joy in being free from the rules, from the regulations of the parent body, of the parent bottle, you see. So there's a certain adolescent liberty, freedom of sneaking out of the house at night, you see. I remember, just to close with a memory, that I guess I was in 6th grade or whatever, you know, and a friend of mine, were Boy Scouts together, we pitched a tent in the backyard. And so parents are inside, we were out there in the tent, so we left the tent and went out into town, went down the railroad tracks, and like Huck Finn, we were sitting on top of boxcars and smoking a cigarette, you know, free at last. We went back to the tent, and we couldn't find the tent. It was dark. And my father had come out there during the night, I guess, to check on us, and we weren't there. So he took the tent inside. So we had to go into the house, and he took my friend home, and I went into the house, back in the bottle. It's back in the bottle. Thanks for dropping in.